It's good. It's good. I like it. I like it a lot. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Wednesday. I started today off with a little Taco Bell. Just a little bit. Stupid commercials have been on. 99-cent beefy crunch burrito. Come get it. Because you want it. You want it. You want it. And then there's a guy that just stares at you and says, you want it. Come get it. That's probably not actually what happens in the commercial, but it seems like it. Mal's been thinking about Taco Bell. I've been thinking about Taco Bell. So Mal got the beefy crunch burrito. You liked it.
It was good. It was hot.
I tried a bite of it and I liked it.
It was spicy.
And I wanted to try those griller things from a long time ago. So I got the spicy buffalo chicken one, which I scarfed down immediately. It was really good. And also the beefy nacho crunchy something. It's okay. It's not as good as the spicy buffalo one. The other one was the potato one. And I just wasn't in the mood to have a mouthful of sour cream. Because I never am. But these are pretty good. Spicy buffalo chicken one was good, but it was hot. Anyway, agenda today. Going down to Player's Choice now to pick up a copy of Assassin's Creed. I've been trying to figure out what LP that I wanted to do next, because Eco was originally supposed to be next, but I haven't had enough time to put it together, so I decided I'm going to do Assassin's Creed. It was going to be either Assassin's Creed or Black Mesa, but I don't want to do Black Mesa until I have a chance to play through all of Half-Life 1 again. So then, as I play Black Mesa, I can be like, oh, I see how they, change this to that, blah, blah, blah. So, Assassin's Creed it is, and I actually don't own that game, so we're going to go down and get a copy of it. We're also trying to figure out some alternative to our litter box. As great as it's been, there are some serious problems with it. Number one, there's no liners, which means the inside is gross, always gross. And also, Kep tends to dig out the litter onto the floor. So we need to solve these two issues. So we're going to look at some litter boxes today too. The return of cat poop. That's exciting. Alright, so we just went to Player's Choice and picked up Assassin's Creed 1. And we got it to the register. And Roland said, why are you getting this? We're like, well, we're going to be doing an LP for tomorrow. He goes, don't play this. This is really bad. Assassin's Creed 1 is really bad. I'm like, I mean, I've never played the series, but I've read the Metacritic and the reviews and stuff, and it's not that bad, It's not as highly rated as, like, the second game, but it's not, like, a terrible game. And he goes, no. He goes, no. Is the second one over there? And I'm like, let me check. So it was over there. He's like, here. And he gives me the second one. He's like, listen, you take these home, and when you get an hour or two into Assassin's Creed 1 and your eyes are bleeding, he said, switch over and start doing an LP of 2. So I thanked him, but at the same time, I kind of have a hard time believing Assassin's Creed 1 is that bad. Like, the Metacritic scores between the first two are a little different, but Assassin's Creed 1 isn't that bad. Although, to give merit to what Roland said, I had announced at one point that I was thinking about doing an Assassin's Creed LP, and a lot of people said skip the first game and play the second one. A lot of people said that. But the idea of, like, skipping the first entity in this series really bothers me. So I don't know. Like, I started with Half-Life 2 instead of Half-Life 1 because the events, like, the games are standalone games. Like, you don't have to play the first one. Maybe I should just start with the second one? I don't know. I'm going to start recording the first one tonight. If it's as bad as Roland says, if it's as bad as, all of the people in the comments that were like, you should start with the second one, then okay, I might switch over to the second one, because it's going to be it's going to take about 3 months to beat the game, so that is kind of a fairly big commitment, so I don't want to do something that's, like, terrible. Maybe it would be possible to play through some of the first one and use like some of the footage to quickly explain what happens and then start the second one. I don't know. I'm kind of excited and a little worried now to start the game tonight. This is something that we were looking at, we think we might do. It's a top entry litter box where they actually have to jump in from the top. It's really a glorified Tupperware container, but they jump in from the top, they do their business, and then they get out, and there's these little things that catch the excess litter. It was either that or this, where they have to go up a ramp and go in here. But I think that this is going to be easier to maintain, because this you have to like pop the entire lid off, and this is just like a Tupperware lid. I think we're going to give this a shot. I'm pretty sure Sagan is chasing his tail inside of the Clever Cat, which could be problematic, but I'm sure he'll get out in just a second. I think he did his business. Either that or he now considers it his own personal fortress. One of the two. Now Sagan wants to eat it. This is all going really well. I would say that he likes it. Maybe not for the right reasons. I'm also not 100% sure he went, but good, I guess. The idea behind this is that there's going to be less litter because they can't kick it out, which is what Kepler does right now with this thing. He just kicks it out and it gets all over the place. And there's going to be a little stuck to their paws, but it gets stuck in this, and then you take off the lid, pour it in the garbage, and you're done. We've been through such a mess with the cats, like between toilet training them, and then going to pellets, and then going to litter, and then going to, you know, this thing, which, I mean, you guys can see, I know that it's gross, but that's why liners are important, man, because the only way to get rid of that is to take this stupid thing to the car wash. So we're trying to avoid that. Will this work? I don't know. Maybe. I'm gonna have to get this all taken out of here and get the floor not so gross again, and then I'll be able to really get an idea of how well this thing is working. Looks like Kep is getting curious now. Dinner tonight's a little out of the ordinary. We actually stopped by Indigo Farms, which is it's a farm that's right up the road, and we got some fresh corn. So we got our corn buttered and salted. Excited. And we also picked up a rotisserie chicken, and looks like Kepler wants to try it. Kep says, I know I'm not supposed to be up here, but I'm just gonna do a little hop, if you don't mind. I'm just gonna, is this something that I could eat? I am sniffing it, and soon I'm gonna be licking it. The main goal for tonight was to record Assassin's Creed 1, and also by association find out if it was in any way, shape, or form abysmal, and I don't think it is. I recorded 3 episodes tonight, enough to get past the little 3-day weekend I like to do at the start of a new LP. It's about an hour into the game. I think that Roland and also some of the others, some of you guys who have said, you know, the newer games are better, are right, the newer games are better, but that doesn't necessarily make the first one bad. The Metacritic score of the old one is 81 and the new one is 90, so there's not a huge difference there. The newer games are better, but it doesn't make the old games necessarily bad. That being said, when I talked to Roland today, he said that the game was slow at the beginning and that there were a lot of tutorials, and there were. In fact, there was a section that was like, I don't know, man, like 8 minutes long of this really weird tutorial where they go through and they teach you all of the buttons, which are on the screen. Like, the buttons are on the screen. And, like, I understand some of the stuff they taught us, but a lot of the stuff was just straight up verbatim on the screen, and it was really weird. And instead of putting you, like, in the actual game itself, they put you in, like, this weird virtual reality thing. And, I mean, the game itself is virtual reality. And that shouldn't be a spoiler, because it's the very beginning of the game. So you should know. But the way they handled the tutorials were really weird, especially because before that there was this weird, like, quick flash, learn all the buttons thing. Then they take you through this 8-minute tutorial. Then you have this mission 1, which is essentially a tutorial, and they kind of push some things back in your mind. But then, and you guys will see this in like episodes 2 and maybe 3, they teach you stuff again. Like, they take away all your weapons and then they start giving them back, and they're like, oh, and by the way, this is how you do this. And I'm like, I thought we got this. Anyway, now I can safely say, being into episode 3, it feels a lot better. Like, near the end of episode 3, I'm on a horse and I'm like riding around doing what I want. And now it seems like it's picking up, and it's to the point where it's not super slow. And there's some moments in, like, you know, episodes 1 and 2 that aren't super slow, but the first hour definitely has felt slower. There's a lot of talking. But overall, I like it. Which is the important part. Overall, I like it. I like Assassin's Creed. I think it's fun. And I'm excited to see what's in store for this game. Especially because, really, this LP exists to create a buffer between now and when I finally present Eco. But this is still going to be a pretty long LP. When you're juggling a lot of LPs, 10 episodes is a month, so this is probably going to be a 3 or 4 month long LP, so it's going to go on a while. Either way, I'm happy with it, so I'm satisfied. Before I end this vlog, I wanted to say that things will get crazy very, very soon. I know I've been saying that, but now I have a date for the craziness. And also excitement. You guys should be excited for something that happens in a week. 1 week, something cool is going to happen. And from now until then, the week leading up to a week from now, it's going to be really insane for me because we got to get a lot of stuff done. But I'm excited. I love a good challenge. Thanks for watching, and as always, let's meet back tomorrow, shall we? I think you're just what I need, just what I needed today. I think it's time. Okay, hi everyone. Careful, Orvac. Oh, he's fine, he's fine. He does this sort of thing all the time.